Well, I've been coloring since I was a little kid. I have lots of like childhood memories of coloring pictures, and my grandma's an artist, so I've always been drawn to like her studio and loved playing in there as a kid. So my whole life, my favorite activity has been drawing and coloring. My grandmother, Sandra Lloyd, she's an extremely accomplished artist. I look up to her so much. She not only raised 6 kids, but she's been an artist her whole life, and recently she was actually inducted into the Florida Artists Hall of Fame, which is a huge honor given by the state of Florida. She was honored alongside a few people, including Bob Ross, who is actually from my hometown of Daytona Beach, and lots of other extremely talented people. So she's amazing. So my mother, Susan, is from Barbados. She was born and raised on the island, so her whole side of that family is from there, and it's a gorgeous tropical island in the Caribbean. It's where Rihanna's from. Been going there my whole life since I was a kid, about once a year or so, give or take. I feel like the tropical colors have really influenced my art. There's a lot of, like, I love using bright colors and high contrast and incorporating lots of vibrant, splashy brush strokes in my work. And so yeah, I think the tropical, high saturation colors really add a lot of vibrancy to my work. I moved to Atlanta in 2012 after I graduated. I took a look around and I realized that I really love it here. It's not only is it centrally located in the Southeast, which I'm kind of most familiar with the Southeast area from doing like regional theater. It's just got so much to offer. Like, I grew up in Daytona, which is a medium-sized city, so I was really drawn to sort of that big city vibe, but I didn't really want to live in New York or LA, which is where all my other actor friends were moving. So I thought Atlanta was such a great compromise, because not only do you have that big city vibe, there's a really vibrant theater scene, there's a really vibrant art scene. Now, as we all know, there's a really vibrant film and TV scene, and all the LA and New York people are moving here now. But I also love the fact that it's woodsy, and there are opportunities to experience nature. Like, you can drive 2 hours in any direction and find a lake or a waterfall or a hiking trail or something like that. So it kind of has a little mashup of everything that I've ever dreamed of in a city. And all the different neighborhoods have so many different personalities, and like, it's a patchwork quilt of like so many different personalities and different attitudes and a different vibe depending on like what part of town you want to visit. So I do have a mural that's similar to this painting that's behind me, the hand. I do a lot of hand motifs. I'm not sure why, but I just find hand motifs really satisfying to paint, satisfying to look at, and it can represent a whole lot of different things. So anyway, I have a hand mural on the back patio of Beer Girl Growler Shop in Hapeville. And they have an awesome back patio, so if you want to go get a beer, enjoy my mural, and hang out back there. Hapeville is really cool, very artsy community. But I do have a few sort of like unofficial murals kind of around on various abandoned buildings around Lakewood, and sometimes near Krog Tunnel, but the beauty of Krog Tunnel and like the surrounding community around there by Cabbagetown is like, at least around Krog Tunnel, like if you paint something, you just have to be prepared that it's probably going to get painted over. But that's kind of the beauty of that area. So the one I had over there is gone now. There's so many cool artists around Atlanta. There's such a vibrant art scene, and a lot of this art that's happening is unofficial. But for example, you might follow Classy Streets on Instagram. If you see this face of like a very classy lady, it's like kind of like a retro vintage, like 1960s lady around town, you'll see this tag all around. But also her paintings are so vibrant and beautiful and really capture like the grittiness of Atlanta. And a lot of her work can be seen in Cat Eye Creative, which is a really cool gallery downtown. Another cool gallery downtown that you may not have heard of is The Bakery, female-run Empire Arts Tattoo Gallery. So my girl Brandy, she just did this beautiful bougainvillea for me. She's also not only a tattoo artist, but she's also a painter, and she runs Empire Arts Gallery. So the self-portrait behind me was featured in a show at Arches Brewing. If you're ever down in Hapeville, Arches, amazing beer, and they do fabulous art shows all the time. A really cool place to see local art in a very low-key setting. So in my newsletter, I keep everybody updated on cool art events that are happening around town. I work with friends of mine who are artists as well, like Eric Nine, for example. He puts up these super cool art events that are part networking events, part parties, but also feature a lot of really cool local artists and often feature acrobats and circus performers, and there's nothing like it in town. I also like to feature, mural events or art meetups and things like that. Of course, things that I might be appearing in, or any new work that might pop up around town, or if I've painted something around town, I'll like to keep people updated on that. Yes, I absolutely do commissions. I love doing commissions. They're always welcome. I have lots of different side hustles and things, but painting is by far my favorite side hustle. So yeah, commissions are absolutely always on the table. Just hit me up.